Welcome in, Pirate fans, to this week's podcast with Coach Rob Woodward. Coach, congratulations against your win with Heath. And we talked last week about those adversity things that you have to put your team through as far as making a playoff travel and then taking on a difficult opponent in Heath. But, boy, did your boys ever rise to the occasion on Friday night.
Oh, they really did, Gene. They really, there was some adversity just in terms of new team and the travel and the change in schedule and everything. But I got to say, guys did an outstanding job making sure that they were ready. The captains, leaders of the team, everybody just stepped up, and you could just tell when we got there and when we walked out on that field. I just got a real sense of our guys were ready to go, and they definitely came out and played great.
Who's a couple of players that maybe the Pirate fans didn't get to really kind of see down on the field that you took away that you would like to just acknowledge tonight?
Well, I think C.J. Hall had an outstanding game on both the offensive and defensive side. He was up against their best player on the line, number 15, all whole game. Two of them really battled back and forth, and C.J., we moved him from guard out to a tackle position, and really doing a great job out there. And then defensively, he did a great job of holding his gap and really forcing some plays the opposite direction. Nick Parsley did an outstanding job, too, at the defensive end position. Thought both of them really had a great game up front and controlling some of the people that, we thought could give us some fits at different times. And I was really pleased with those guys. And those are some interior linemen that don't always get seen, but Trent Sayers had all the time in the world to throw back there and make some of those passes that he did back to Tanner Holden. So there's a throw and a catch, but then there's also some guys down front that are making sure that keeping that pressure off the quarterback.
Speaking of Tanner Holden, he had another outstanding game, and it kind of looked like the Heath was trying to just one-on-one him out there, and that's kind of a hard matchup to do with Tanner.
Yeah, I think Tanner sees opportunities and ways that he can get better all the time, and teams are going to play him in different ways, until they really gauge what kind of player he is. Of course, you're going to see stats, you're going to see numbers, but people don't know until they really, get up there one-on-one against him, unless it's some local teams that maybe know the caliber player that he can be. But what I like to see is he's getting better, I feel, and there's still more room for growth. He recognizes there's some things he needs to improve on, and some of the things that he can do to get better, and we talk about those things. Our coaches, really do a great job of coaching and pointing those out and stressing on how we can, kind of follow our motto there with reach higher and get better and better each week. And I think Tanner can do that, and I hope to see him grow with that as him and Trent both start to see more and more ways that they can exploit defenses and what other teams are defensively allowing us to do, because we always say we want to take what the defense gives us. They made some great decisions out there Friday night to extend some plays and make some big things happen, and I hope to continue to see that.
I always said that by week 3, you pretty much know what your football team looks like. Assess your first 3 weeks here as we are just well into the season right now.
Well, I think we've definitely established ourselves as an outstanding defensive team. Our front six are very good at making it hard for teams to gain yards. I think we've given up 72 yards on 72 attempts thus far, but we've got some playmakers in the secondary as well, and you can put some pressure on quarterbacks and make them throw off the back foot and sail some balls. Mekhi Matthews back there, a youngster that's really stepped up and been snagging some of those balls out of the air, and as well as some of the talents of Tanner on defense, and even Cole Lowry and Bryson Keeney's on the other side, and Avery Deneni coming down at that Pirate position, backed up with Justin Sayers and Horsley, the two of them working the other side. I just really am pleased with the way our defense is stepping up to rise to the challenges that's been posed against them. And offensively, we got Trent who's settling in as a quarterback, and showing why he's in that position and some of the decisions and things that he can do. But there's so many other guys too that are not being selfish and are looking to make big plays where they can. And I think Coach Cassie's doing a great job of spreading that ball around and keeping defenses on their heels. And we just want to keep trying to put the pressure on every way that we can. And I think our team's really, again, I think there's room for growth in a number of our players and a number of ways that we as coaches can utilize guys. And we want to continue to do that all year.
Doesn't get any easier as Wheelersburg takes on Columbus Bishop Watterson. Unfamiliar territory again here, Coach. What does Columbus Bishop Watterson do to present a problem for the Pirates?
Well, the biggest thing is just size, overall size up front defensively. They got a 6'4", a 225, a 6'3", 225 at the two ends. They got a 6'4", 230, and a 6', 330 in the middle. That's a lot of beef up front. Those front four guys. But we play teams. Ironton's always stacked some big players up against us. Jackson at times, Waverly at times. We've always had some big stout guys up there. So it's not really something new. But this is a team that's got a number of those guys, and they also have some of those guys back in the secondary, 6'2", 6'4", respectively on the two Pirate positions, and turnover on the offensive side of the ball. They've got big guys up front, big backs, 195, 200-pound backs. So we've got to, make sure that we are continuing to tackle low, hold our gaps, not allow movement to happen, whether it be offensively or defensively on that front line, and control that line of scrimmage and help us be effective.
Well, that sounds good. I mean, Coach, any final thoughts before we get off this week?
Just looking for a big crowd at home again. Hopefully the rain is holding off. We had Hurricane Harvey there 2 weeks ago, and now we're talking Hurricane Irma. I hope she's out of here, or the remnants of her are out of here, and we've got a great atmosphere. Looking to really show Columbus team, how we play football down here in Wheelersburg, and fan and community support, and excited to be hosting this team down here at Ed Miller Stadium.
That's Coach Rob Woodward with the Wheelersburg Pirates this week as he talks Week 3. Tune in this Friday. Hopefully you guys can all come out as Wheelersburg will take on Bishop Watterson at 7 o'clock at the Ed Miller Stadium against a highly quality opponent again this Friday. Go Pirates!